Krishna concluded his words to Arjuna with two great shlokas, 65 and 66. Manmana bhava, have your mind on me, remember me. Madbhakto bhava, be a devotee of me, that is to say, follow me as I have said to you. Madhyajimam namaskuru, just surrender to me. Mama yuvashyasi satyante pratijane priyosmi. You will definitely come to me. I will tell you this because you are my dearest. After that he said, totally surrender to me, I will look after you, I will live and give you liberation. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam. Leave everything, just surrender to me. Mamekam sharanam. Surrender to me only. The highest cosmic consciousness, the God. What would happen if we do that? Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. I will lift you from all papas of your life. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ashuchaha. And I will give you everything that you need until moksha. Those are the two last words of Krishna to Arjuna and to every listener of Bhagavad Gita. When we are reading Arjuna, it's not that we are reading an advice from Krishna to Arjuna. It's a Krishna to me in the place of Arjuna, we take it as that. And then after that, there is an interesting, 3 or 4 interesting shlokas. In Indian culture, I told about this yesterday, I'm repeating. Even the smallest mantra that you repeat, at the end of the repeating, they will say what would happen if you repeat it once, twice, thrice, every day, and so on. Whether it is Namastestu Mahamaya, whether it is any other mantra, Pranameshwara Sadevam. When we say that, at the end we will say, if you repeat it once, this will happen. If you repeat it twice, this will happen. If you repeat thrice, this will happen, and so on. There should naturally be something important when we recite Bhagavad Gita. That he ought to say. Therefore, a few shlokas after this, Krishna advises Arjuna, through Arjuna to every listener, Idam te na tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadachana. In the beginning, he warns, you have listened to the entire Bhagavad Gita from me, don't tell it to those who do not meditate. Na tapaskaya. Don't do those who are not very serious about it, don't tell this. Na bhaktaya kadachana. Never tell this to a man who is not devoted towards God. Nachashu shrushave vachyam. Definitely don't tell him to the man who doesn't like my words. He is not interested in listening to my words. Don't tell him. Nacha mamyo abhyasuyati. Ultimately, please don't tell what I have told you to a man who hates me. Beautiful advice. Idam te na tapaskaya. Don't tell this to a man who doesn't meditate, who doesn't think and reflect. Na bhaktaya kadachana. Never to a man who is not a bhakta. Don't tell this. Nacha shrushave vachyam. Third person, the Krishna wants Arjuna not to tell about Bhagavad Gita is one who doesn't like my words, one who is not interested in listening to me. Nachamamyo abhyasuyati. Ultimately, one who hates me, never tell this one. All 4 parts of this shloka are in negative, but it has a positive side with it. When he says it, na tapaskaya, don't tell it to na tapaska, He definitely means tell it to a man who is interested in learning. Tapaskaya. And then Bhaktaya. A man is there who is struggling to find what is the truth about the universe and so on. He is very much devoted. Please tell him. Bhaktaya. Nacha Shrushave Vatyam. Don't tell it to a man who doesn't, who is not interested to listen to my words. But it means tell this one to a man who is interested in listening to the spiritual words of mine. And lastly, tell him, definitely tell him to a man who loves me, who believes that there is something beyond that which is controlling me and you and everyone. That there is a God, there is a cosmic consciousness. Definitely, Krishna says it is your duty to tell the man who is a tapasvi. It is your duty to tell the man who is a bhakta. It's your duty to tell the man who loves his words, who is interested in listening to his words. And also it is duty of a man to tell what Krishna has advised it to a man who loves gods. So this has two sides. One negative side whom it should not be told. Sir, when you organize class like this, they will not be there persons who is not interested. I will tell you an interesting thing. They will all go out within a very short time. We started with 106 people and ending with 55. That is, by themselves they will go away. There is nothing to worry about it. So let's recite this shloka. Idam te na tapaskaya.
Idam te na tapaskaya.
Na bhaktaya kadachana.
Na bhaktaya kadachana.
Na cha shushrushave vachyam.
Na cha shushrushrave vachyam.
Na cha mamyo abhyasuyati.
Na cha mam yo abhyasuyati.
Idam te na tapaskaya.
Idam te na tapaskaya.
Na bhaktaya kadachana.
Na bhaktaya kadachana.
Na cha shushrushave vachyam.
Na cha shushrushrave vachyam.
Na cha mamyo abhyasuyati.
Na cha mam yo abhyasuyati.
The positive side of this shloka already you know. So he says, Ya imam paramam guhyam madbhaktesh vijashati. Listen carefully. This is one of the greatest thing Krishna tells Arjuna and to each listener of Bhagavad Gita. Ya imam paramam guhyam madbhaktesh vijashati. One who says the secret of secret advice to my devotee. A man who listens to Gita, who tries to understand Gita, and he enjoys it, it's a duty to share. Joys grow when it is shared. Sorrows come down when you share again. So when you have seen it as a great advice, it becomes a duty of you and me to share it. That's why my Virajeshwara Swamiji has made me sit here. He said, Shiva Swami must tell it. I told you, I even had hard words with him. Whom should I tell? That was not his question. It is his blessings that is continuing. That's what I believe. So you have come to a new responsibility. If you love it, you must propagate it. Ya imam paramam guhyam madbhaktes vidyasati. This most secret of secret advice of mine, if it is told to my devotee, Bhaktim mayi param krutva mamayvashya samsheha. By very telling this to others, they will come to me, he says, those who say what is there in Bhagavad Gita to others if they have enjoyed it. The two living those four persons which he said in 67th sloka. Who are the four? Na tapaskaya, na bhaktaya, na cha shrushve vakyam, na cha ma abhyasuyati. Four group of people live it. Others you tell it. Ya imam paramam guhyam. Paramam guhyam is the secret of secrets. Madbhakte shvabidasyati. Tells it to my devotees. Bhaktimayi param krutva. That man will have the highest bhakti for me because he says, he tells others what I have told him to tell. Mamayivasya sasamshayaha. He will come to me, there is no doubt in it. He will merge in me, there is no doubt in it. Here are two things. When we take Brahma as cosmic form, you get back to this cosmic form. If you consider him as Vishnu or your favorite god, you merge into him back again. Both are the same, both are telling the same thing. Bhaktim mayi param krutva mamai vaishyasya samshayaha. He will come to me, there is no doubt about it. A beautiful thing Krishna told. He will get liberated. That's why I said, as far as possible, repeat what has been done. Swadhyaya pravachanam na pravachanabhyam na pravatitamyam, Upanishad says. Whatever you ought to study, ought to be studied many times, every day. As we do all things every day, eating, sleeping, so on and so forth, it's also must be our duty to repeat what we are to do spiritually. Meditate for some time, read Gita for some time. That must be a routine. If you do that, Mamai Vaisya Sasamshayaha, you will come to me, there is no doubt about it. I think we can recite. Ya imam paramam guhyam
य इमं परमं गुह्यं
madbhakte shvabidasyati
मद्भक्तेष्वभिधास्यति
bhaktim mayi param krutva
भक्तिं मयीं परां कृत्वा
mamai vaishyasya samshayaha.
मामे वैश्यत्य संशयः
Ya imam paramam guhyam
य इमं परमं गुह्यं
madbhakte shvabidasyati
मद्भक्तेष्वभिधास्यति
bhaktim mayi param krutva
भक्तिं मयि परां कृत्वा
mamai vaishyasya samshayaha.
मामे वैश्यत्य संशयः.
So after listening to it, it's your duty to tell, and if you tell to others, you are my dearest, he said. And nacha tasman manusheshu kaschinme priyakritamaha. Whom is Krishna telling this? What he said in 68. If you tell what you have heard in Bhagavad Gita to your people who are interested in listening it, there will not be a dearer man to me other than this. Blessed you will be when you share your joys. When you share what you have heard in Bhagavad Gita to your friends, relatives. I have seen beautiful things going on. There are many families here wherein they have joined all their friends and relatives for the Bhagavad Gita class. Shilpa family, Shuranjini family, there are many, our Murali Krishna's family. When we go there, everyone has gone through. That is to be done, that is what Krishna has been telling. Nacha tasman manusheshu kaschin me priyakritamaha. There is not a dearer man to me than the man who spreads my message to others, gives the message to others who are bhaktas, who are devoted, who want to know the truth, and so on. What is the greatness of this man who speaks on Bhagavad Gita to the people who deserve it? Bhavita nachamaya tasmad anya priyataropuhi. That's one of the greatest. He is the only man of that kind. Such a man was not there previously, not there in the future. He is the only man who is great, who comes to me. Bhavita nachame tasmad anya priyataro bhuvihi. On earth, there is not a dearer man than the man who spreads my message to the others who require it. Who require it. We have forgotten this for a long time. The country is going through a very hard stage where there is no culture left. This all because it happened because we did not share what we had to all people. We kept it in our book racks, we kept it in our puja room, and so on. No, it is to be told to others. Nacha tasman manusheshu kastin may underline this one. There is not a dearer man to me than the man who says about me, my talk, to the who are devoted to me. Bhavita nachame tasmad anyah priyataro bhuvihi. Such a man was not there on earth, will not be there on earth. That dear he will be to me. Priyataro bhuvi. Priyataro means he will be my dearest man. If you tell what you have heard to a man who is interested in listening, can help him overcome his pains and sorrows of life, you will be the dearest man on earth. Nobody is as dear to me as he is, who makes the other man enjoy the beauties of Bhagavad Gita, the comfort that it gives in life, ease it causes for our life. So underline that shloka, that refers to you if you do that job. I think we can recite. Nacha tasman manusheshu
न च तस्मान् मनुष्येषु
kaschin me priyakrittamaha
कश्चिन्मे प्रियकृत्तमः
bhavita nacha me tasmat
भविता न च मे तस्मात्
anyah priyataro bhuvi
अन्यः प्रियतरो भुवि
nacha tasman manusheshu
न च तस्मान् मनुष्येषु
kaschin me priyakrittamaha
कश्चिन्मे प्रियकृत्तमः
bhavita nacha me tasmat
भविता न च मे तस्मात्
anyah priyataro bhuvi.
अन्यः प्रियतरो भुवि
And adyeshyate chemam dharmam samvadamavayoho jnana yagnena tenaha mishtasyamiti me mati. Sir, we have been sitting here studying Bhagavad Gita. What is the use of our doing this one? You may ask. Krishna has an answer for that. One who listens to my talk, my advice to you, Arjuna, what he has been doing is a jnana yajna. So, on the houses which started listening to Bhagavad Gita, a jnana yajna has happened. It's not my words, it is Krishna's words to you. Your house has a jnana yajna for these 3 or 4 months. I don't remember the number of days that I have taken classes. Adyeshyate cha imam dharmam samvadamavayoho. Our conversation. Samvadamavayoho, my conversation with you, with Arjuna. One who studies, adyeshyate, one who studies this, what will happen to the man who studies Bhagavad Gita? He will be doing jnana yajna. As he will be doing jnana yajna, he will also be very dear to me. He will also be very dear to me because with his jnana yajna, he worships me. That's the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. You just read. We had one shloka, 40th shloka of 2nd chapter, which you should not forget. Neha apikramanashosti pratyavayo navidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Remember, 40th shloka of 2nd chapter. Whatever good you have done will not go a waste. It will come back to you at the right time to save you from your disaster. It will save you, that is what promise he did. I gave you the example of Draupadi. Surrendering brings wonderful results. So any good work that you do, karma is like that. Any good deed you do will come back to you. Any bad you do will also come back to you. So when you see this, there will be the result. As I said, as he said in 240 or 640. 640 was also the same thing. In the 6th chapter, 40th shloka, he said the same thing. He repeated what he had said in the 40th shloka of 7th chapter.
पार्थनैवेहनामुत्र
पार्थनैवेहनामुत्र विनाशस्तस्य विद्यते नहि कल्याणकृत् कश्चित् दुर्गतिं तात गच्छति. Partha, whatever good you have done will not go a waste. It will come back to you with big force. He had promised, and so he will be doing Jnana Yajna, who tells others, who goes through Bhagavad Gita every day. So what I want to say is, there was Jnana Yajna going on in your houses for these 3 or 4 months. I think we can underline that shloka. That is for everyone who studies. And it is Jnana Yajna going on. Jnana Yajna, Gita Jnana Yajna we listen. So Jnana Yajna you are participating in for so many days. And it was going on in your houses. And it was going, this online classes are more beautiful than the lively classes. If it was a live classes, we would sit in a room and only that place would have been made holier. We have made so many houses great today. It has gone into 62 houses as we have see, as I can see on your screen the number. I think we can recite. Adyeshyate cha imam dharmyam
अध्येष्यते च इमं धर्म्यं
संवादमावयोः
संवादमावयोः
ज्ञानयज्ञेन तेनाहम्
ज्ञानयज्ञेन तेनाहम्
इष्टस्यामिति मे मतिः.
इष्टस्यामिति मे मतिः.
अद्येष्यते च इमम्
अध्येष्यते च इमं
धर्मं संवादमावयोः
धर्मं संवादमावयोः
ज्ञानयज्ञेन तेनाहम्
ज्ञानयज्ञेन तेनाहम्
इष्टस्यामिति मे मतिः.
अविष्टस्यामिति मे मतिः.
And what would happen to the man who has listened what advice Krishna gave to Arjuna? Shraddhavan anusuyasya shrunuyadapi yonurah. That man, Nara refers to man and woman both, that person who has listened to me with Shraddha, what would happen to the man who listened to Bhagavad Gita with full Shraddha? Shraddhavan anusuyasya, without jealousy. Asuya is jealousy. Anusuya is a man without jealousy. Without jealousy, a man listens to Bhagavad Gita. With Shraddha he listens. What would happen? Sopi mukta shubha loka prapnuyat punyakarmana. That man who listens to me with Shraddha, without Asuya, will also get to higher lokas, greater lokas, because of their punya karmas. Look, beautifully, he doesn't say he will get moksha, but he will begin to improve. He will go to Swarga. Swarga is not our ideal. Swarga, you know, in the 21st shloka of 9th chapter, do you remember? Kshine punye martyalokam vishanti. If you do an yajna and go to Swarga, when your balance of punya is over, you have to come back to earth. And the ultimate thing was moksha. So that would happen. But when a man does that, Krishna said they are also good people who do yajna, but they are not well informed. Moksha is not it has not become their ideal. Again and again they come back and go there, come back and go there. That is what will happen. Krishna said in 99th chapter, 21st shloka. Shraddhavan anusuyasya, man or woman with Shraddha, without asuya, without hatred, shrunuyat yonaraha, one who listens to me, my talk, sopi mukta ashubhan lokan, he will be away from ashubha loka. That is, he will reach shubha loka. Shrestha Loka. Lokan, Punya, because of their Punya Karmana. Because of their Punya Karma. They have begun to do great job. Therefore, they will go to the higher lokas, Sargaloka and so on, and their upliftment will have begun with that. Shraddhavan ansuyascha shunuyadapi yunaraha sopi mukta shubha lokan prapnuyat punya karmana. They will get because of their punya karma greater lokas. Higher lokas, better lokas. Better than the earth one, they may get. I think we can recite. Shraddhavan ansuyascha
श्रद्धावान् अनुसूयश्च
शृणुयादपि यो नरः
शृणुयादपि यो नरः
सोऽपि मुक्तशुभान् लोकान्
सोऽपि मुक्तशुभान् लोकान्
प्राप्नुयात् पुण्यकर्मणाम्
प्राप्नुयात् पुण्यकर्मणाम्
श्रद्धावान् अनुसूयस्य
श्रद्धावान् अनुसूयश्च
शृणुयादपि यो नरः
शृणुयादपि यो नरः
सोऽपि मुक्तशुभान् लोकान्
सोऽपि मुक्तशुभान् लोकान्
प्राप्नुयात् पुण्यकर्मणाम्.
प्राप्नुयात् पुण्यकर्मणाम्.
There the advice is over. And now comes the greatest teacher, Jagat Guru. There are many teachers in this batch. I heard when you introduce yourself, some principal is there. Professor Chandrapa is there, who was principal of BMM College, and many teachers are here. And here is the greatest teacher of the world, Jagat Guru. What has he to say to Krishna at the end of his advice? Look, beauty. Kachideta Srutam Partha Tvayekagrena Chetasa. Arjuna, did you listen to me with full concentration? That's a teacher asking a question at the end of the class to the student. Arjuna, did you listen to me with perfect concentration? Kachideta Shrutam Partha. Partha, did you listen to me? Tvayekagrena Chetasa. With full concentration and willingness to listen. And then, Kachid Ajnana Sammoha Pranastaste Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya, he calls Arjuna here. Arjuna, did all your doubts vanish, which he had in the first chapter? Should I fight? Should I not fight? Will I win? Will I not win? What would happen if I kill all these people? He had spoken. One full chapter was Arjuna dominant, first one. That's why it was called Arjuna Vishad Yoga. So now he is the Jagat Guru is asking, as every teacher would ask at the end of the class, did you listen to the lesson today? Have you understood it? And what would happen if a boy says no? A great teacher would call him, explain once again in the class. Still not possible. I have seen teachers who called them to the office and then explained. They did not leave until they understood. That is the greatest teacher on earth. If you don't understand, come to the tuition. No. Because you pay me again. If you don't understand, come to me. It's my responsibility to make you understand if you are interested. I can make it simple and simple and simple and simple. Many times I will make it simple. So that is a Jagat Guru. Kachideta Shrutam Partha Tvayekagrena Chetasa. Partha, did you listen to my talk with full concentration? That's the meaning of the first line. Kachidajnana Sammohaha. You had confusion because of your ajnana, not having clarity of thought. Pranastaste Dhananjaya, did you overcome your ajnana, confusion, whether I should fight or not? Because Bhagavad Gita, we must not forget that he has been telling it to Arjuna, who is in the actual world doing his duty. So he says, Kachid Ajnana Sammoha Pranashtaste Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya, did you overcome your Ajnana? Have I enlightened you? Did you understand my talk with full concentration? That is the question a guru asks a student, a Jagat Guru asks every student of Bhagavad Gita at the end of the Bhagavad Gita. It's not a question just to Arjuna. Sir, what should we do? Go back. If there is some point where you don't have clarity, go back. Go back. Because he is within you also. Repeat. One day or the other, you will get the brighter ideas which Krishna says. Let's see what Arjuna says after this, listening to this last question of a professor, the highest professor of Earth, Jagat Guru. Kachidetachrutam partha
कच्चिदेतच्छ्रुतं पार्थ
त्वयैकाग्रेण चेतसा
त्वयैकाग्रेण चेतसा
कच्चिदज्ञानसम्मोहः
कच्चिदज्ञानसम्मोहः
प्रणष्टस्ते धनञ्जय
प्रनष्टस्ते धनञ्जय
कच्चिदेतच्छ्रुतं पार्थ
कच्चिदेतच्छ्रुतं पार्थ
त्वयैकाग्रेण चेतसा
त्वयैकाग्रेण चेतसा
कच्चिदज्ञानसम्मोहः
कच्चिदज्ञानसम्मोहः
प्रणष्टस्ते धनञ्जय.
प्रनष्टस्ते धनञ्जय.
Krishna has been teaching one of the greatest students of this earth, Ekasandhigrahi. Therefore, you can expect what answer Arjuna would say. Look at the beauty of the question of the professor who taught him Bhagavad Gita, Jagat Guru, and look at the answer of his highest devotee, Arjuna Vacha we have come to. Nashto mohaha. Look, all my confusions gone. Nashto moha. I don't have confusion left now. Nashto moha. Smritir labdva. I'm awakened. I'm awakened. I'm enlightened. Smritir labdva. How did it happen? Tat prasadan maya achyuta. Achyuta, that is your grace that made me awaken. Lose my ajnana. Tat prasadan maya achyuta. He didn't say I understood by myself. Your grace made me understand and overcome my ignorance. Nashto mohaha, my confusion's gone. Smritir labdva, I am awakened. I am awakened to the truth. Tat prasadan maya achyuta. Achyuta, your grace has made me awaken. Woken me up. That is what he said. Stitosmi gata sandeha, second line, first two words. I stand doubtless now. Stitosmi gata sandeha. Sandeha is doubt. I stand without doubt. Stitosmi gata sandeha. And then what? Karishye vachanam tava. I will do you as you say. Highest promise a student can give to a teacher. I have understood because of your anugraha. I have lost my confusion. I am awakened and I am ready to do as you say. Karishye vachanam tava. Vachanam means your words. I will live according to your words. I will follow what you said hereafter. That is to say, he must take his bow and arrow, begin to fight. Begin to fight against injustice. Fight against adharma. There are two things in this world I told you. One is there is a fight between a man's desires inside one's body. There is also a social fight. It's a two-way fight that we have to do. One is in the society, as much as we can do, we have to do. One is fighting within ourselves also. There. Both the fights are there. Karishye vachanam tava. I will follow your vachana. I will live according to your words. Beautiful thing. Nashto mohaha. Confusion's gone. Smritil labdva. Awakened. Awakened I am. How? Tat prasadanmaya achyuta. Achyuta, because of your anugraha, your advice, I am awakened, my confusion's gone. What would I do next? Sthitosmi gata sandeha. Second line, first two words. I stand doubtless now. I don't have any doubt left now. Karishye vachanam tava. I will follow as you say. Karishye vachanam tava. Vachana means your words. I will act according to your saying. He came for an advice to an expert. Expert gave an advice. I told you this seventh sloka of second chapter. Karpanya doshopahata svabhavah. Two more slokas there. If he had not surrendered like that, there was no meaning in Krishna's advising Arjuna. After his saying that I have surrendered to you, I have accepted you as a guru, please advise me, he gave all the advice. At the end, he said, did you understand? Have I to repeat? And then Arjuna said, no, I am awakened because of your anugraha. My confusion's gone. And now I am doubtless. Karishye vachanam tava. I will do as you say. I will do as you say. That is the promise given by the greatest student to the teacher. I will live as per your advice and I will begin to fight the war. I think we can recite. Arjuna vacha
Arjuna Uvacha
nashto moha smritir labdha
Nashto moha smritir labdha
tatprasadanmayachyuta
Tatprasadanmayachyuta
sthitosmi gata sandehaha
Sthitosmi gata sandehaha
karisye vachanam tava
Karishye vachanam tava
nashto moha smritir labdha
Nashto moha smritir labdha
tatprasadanmayachyuta
Tvaprasadanmayachyuta
स्थितोऽस्मि गतसन्देहः
Sthitosmi gata sandehaha
करिष्ये वचनं तव.
Karishye vachanam tava.
Underline 72 and 73 both. How a teacher ought to be, Krishna has given us a guidelines for a teacher. And then we go to. So that's over. Arjuna promised that he is going to fight. But we remember, we have been telling what Krishna said and what Arjuna said by Sanjaya. Therefore, Sanjaya has started, Sanjaya has to conclude. Remember, Dhritarashtra has asked a question. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yusvaha mamaka pandavaseva kimakurutu Sanjaya. That was the first sloka of Bhagavad Gita which you studied. Sanjaya has to answer that question also. So far he did not say anything. He has been saying what Krishna said, what Arjuna said, and so on. Sanjaya must tell Dhritarashtra what would happen to him. So Sanjaya has come to the picture now. Sanjaya Vacha. Ityaham Vasudevasya Patrasya cha Mahatmanaha. Samvadam Mashrosham Adbhutam Romaharshanam. In this way, Ityaham, in this way, Vasudevasya Parthasya cha Mahatmanaha, I have heard the conversation between Vasudeva and Partha, Arjuna and Krishna, Samvad Mimam Ashrosham Adbhutam Romaharshanam. I have heard the conversation which is thrilling, Romaharshanam. I have heard the thrilling conversation between Arjuna and Krishna in this manner. That is what Sanjaya is reporting to Dhritarashtra, who is sitting in his palace, the blind man. So he says, Ityaham Vasudevasya. In this manner, I have heard the conversation between Vasudeva and Partha. Both are Mahatmas. Krishna is Jagat Guru, Partha is also a Mahatma. To receive an advice from God himself is not an ordinary thing. Must be a great Mahatma he is. Samvadam Ashrosham Adbhutam. I have heard this Samvada. Ashrosham means heard. Adbhutam Romaharsham. This Adbhuta Romaharshana, thrilling, greatest advice I have heard. I have heard, and I not only I have heard, I have repeated it to you. I have heard and told it to you. Yeah, I think we can recite. Sanjay Uvacha
Sanjay Uvacha
Ityaham Vasudevasya
Ityaham Vasudevasya
Parthasya cha Mahatmanaha
Parthasya cha Mahatmanaha
Samvadamimam Shrosham
Samvadamamamima Shrosham
Adbhutam Romaharshanam
Adbhutam Romaharshanam
Ityaham Vasudevasya
Ityaham Vasudevasya
Parthasya cha Mahatmanaha
Parthasya cha Mahatmanaha
Samvadamimam Shrosham
Samvadamimam Shrosham
Adbhutam Romaharshanam.
Adbhutam Romaharshanam.
How could he hear what was going on in the warfield? I told you in the introductory talk. It was Vyasa's blessing that made Sanjaya listen. So he confirms that in his words to Dhritarashtra. Vyasa prasadachyatavan. I heard it because of the anugraha of Vyasa. Vyasa blessed him that he could see in vision what was going in the war field 11 days before, in the beginning of the war, before it began. So he confirms what I said. Vyasa prasadachyatavan. I heard it because of Vyasa's anugraha, Vyasa's prasada. Chitavan, I heard. Etad guhyam aham param. I heard this most sacred, greatest advice. From whom? Yogam Yogeshwarat Krishnat. I heard from not an ordinary man, but this yoga I heard from Yogeshwara Krishna. Krishna the Yogeshwara. Underline that, Krishna is the Yogeshwara. I heard it from the Yogeshwara Krishna himself. Sakshat Katayata Swayam. This is not an indirect. I just say what I heard somebody else, but he directly heard the words of Krishna as he told it to Arjuna. That he is confirming here. Yogam Yogeshwarat Krishna. Yoga was told by the Yogeshwara, Krishna the Yogeshwara. Sakshat Katayata Swayam. Himself was telling, I heard it. And I have been repeating it to you. Every word that I said of what Krishna said was Krishna said. And what Arjuna has asked. It was possible because Vyasa had blessed me with that insight, with that blessings, with that vision to see what was going on. Therefore, it was possible. Another interesting thing, Sanjaya confirms, it was Vyasa's blessing that made me see what was going on the war field in 11 days before. That he reported on the 11th day after Bhishma's falling down to Dhritarashtra, which we already know. I think we can recite. Vyasa prasadachyatavan
Vyasa Prasadat Shrutavan
etad guhyamaham param
Etad Guhyamaham Param
yogam yogeshwarat krishnat
Yogam Yogeshwarat Krishnat
sakshat katayata swayam.
Sakshat Katayat Swayam
Vyasa prasadachyatavan
Vyasa Prasadat Shrutavan
etad guhyamaham param
Etad Guhyamaham Param
yogam yogeshwarat krishnat
Yogam Yogeshwarat Krishnat
sakshat katayata swayam.
Sakshat Katayat Swayam.
And then, what is happening in Sanjay after listening to Bhagavad Gita? If it happens in us, we are really blessed. Rajan, telling to Dhritarashtra, Rajan, Tacha Samsmrutya Samsmrutya Samvadam Idam. Dear King, Dhritarashtra, remembering it again and again, Tacha Samsrutya Samsrutya Samvadam Idam. This wonderful conversation, remembering again and again, Keshavarjunayo Punya Hrishyamicha Muhu. What is the Punya of Keshava Arjuna? What a great talk by Krishna and what a great listener Arjuna. I am thrilled. Again and again thrilled. Sometimes it so happens. You listen to a very beautiful joke. You laugh. That's done. After some time you listen. You are alone. You remember it. You are alone. Still you laugh. The laughter comes again and again as and when you listen. Some sorrow things also will happen like that. So he is thrilled again and again by the words of Krishna and by the questions of Arjuna. Rajan, Samsmrutya Samsmrutya Samvadam Idam. Remembering again and again this great conversation, Idam Adbhutam Samvadam. Adbhuta Samvada. No other conversation is so interesting as the conversation between Arjuna and Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. There are many Gitas. Sanjay Gita, Ram Gita, so on and so, Uddhav Gita. Many Gitas are there. But only Gita is Bhagavad Gita. Only mantra I told you in the beginning. Only mantra that we have got, which has been told by Bhagavanta himself, is Bhagavad Gita. The highest of all mantras. Therefore, he has heard it directly from Krishna with the anugraha of Vyasa. Rajan, Dhritarashtra, Samsrutya Samsrutya Samvadam Idamatputam. Remembering again and again this greatest conversation, Keshavarjuniyo Punyaha. What is the greatness of Keshava and Arjuna? Krishna and Arjuna, or their Punya? Hrishyami cha muhu muhu. I am thrilled again and again. Hrishyami, thrilled. Thrilled again and again by listening. As and when I listen again, I am thrilled. That is an interesting thing with Bhagavad Gita. Even if you read 100 years every day once, it will not be a boring thing. Every day it will give you some new light. That is what is said about Gita. And I have been doing it for more than 30 years. I have never felt bored that why should I read it? No. It gives a joy of reading. My Guru told, Jnanu Aitu, Dhyanu Aitu, Virajeshwara told me. So just read it, not that you just recite without knowing meaning. You know the meaning, recite with meaning followed. That will happen. And Hrishyami cha muhumu. Remembering again and again, I am thrilled. I think we can recite Rajan Samsmrutya Samsmrutya
Rajan Samsmrutya
Samvadamidam Adbhutam
Samvadamimam
Keshavarjunayo Punyam
Keshavarjunayo Punyam
Hrishyami cha muhurmuhu
Rishyami cha muhurmuhu
Rajan Samsmrutya Samsmrutya
Rajan Samsmrutya
Samvadamimam Adbhutam
Samvadamimam Adbhutam
Keshavarjunayo Punyam
Keshavarjunayo Punyam
Hrishyami cha muhurmuhu.
Rishyami cha muhurmuhu.
And again he remembers. Tacha samsmrutya rupam atyadbhutam harehe. Look at the punya of Sanjaya. In order to explain Vishwarupa, he must also have undergone the experience of Vishwarupa. That he remembers. Tacha samsmrutya. Samsmrutya means remembering again and again. That Adbhuta Rupa of Krishna, Vishwarupa of Krishna. Vismayo me Mahan Rayam. I am really thrilled. There are no words for me to explain what is happening. A most wonderful thing what is happening. I rejoice over and over again. Again and again I am enjoying. That's what I told you just in the previous shloka. Some good thing has happened, it will come to your memory again and again. unable to push it out from your brains. That is happening to Sanjaya. Tacha samsmrutya rupam atyadbhutam harehe. After seeing the rupa of Sri Hari, Bhagavan Krishna, Vishwarupa of Krishna, Vishnuyo me Mahan Rajan. I am Rajan, I am really thrilled. Hrishyami cha punah punah. Thrilled again and again. He has become so light. He hasn't got a weight in his body. That is something, when thrilling things are there, that's an interesting thing that would happen, I believe. You feel weightless. You feel so elated. That is happening to Sanjaya. And he is explaining it to the poor man sitting in front of him, a blind, both blind, one having no physical eye, having no eye for Dharma also. But he is still great. He asked the question to Sanjaya to repeat what happened, what was happening in the warfield. So he brought us Bhagavad Gita, let us salute him also. If Duryodhana did not, if Dhritarashtra did not ask this question, we would not have Bhagavad Gita. At least credit goes to Dhritarashtra in this respect. I think we can recite. Tacha samsmrutya samsmrutya
Tacha samsmrutya samsmrutya
rupamatyadbhutam harehe
rupamatyadbhutam harehe
vismayo me mahan rajan
vismayo me mahan rajan
drishyami cha punah punah.
rishyami cha punah punah.
Tacha samsmrutya samsmrutya
Tacha samsmrutya samsmrutya
rupamatyadbhutam harehe
rupamatyadbhutam harehe
vismayo me mahan rajan
vismayo me mahan rajan
drishyami cha punah punah.
rishyami cha punah punah.
I have taken 2 more minutes already. I think we can complete this one. I don't think you will be very much tight with your time. Listen to one more shloka. Yatra yogeshwara Krishna, yatra partho dhanurdharaha, tatra shri vijayo bhuti, dhruva nitirmatir mama. It is the conclusion and answer to the Dhritarashtra's first question, Dharma Kshetra Kurukshetra. Rajan, where there is Krishna and where there is a person who acts according to the words of Krishna, victory is there. That is to say, your children are not going to win. He did not say directly, victory goes to there where there is Krishna. Where there is a man who listens to the advice of Krishna. Therefore, yatra yogeshwara Krishna, where there is Yogeshwara, again he repeats Yogeshwara word to Krishna. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, where there is Yogeshwara Sri Krishna Paramatma, yatra Partho Dhanuddaraha. Look here, he also has not forgotten Partho Dhanuddaraha, Partha with his Dhanus, ready to fight. Partho Dhanuddaraha, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti. There is the success, there is victory. There is victory. Not where there is no truth. Not where there is no God. Not there is where there is one who doesn't follow what his master tells. Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti, there is the victory. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. This is my definite opinion. War is not ended yet. Therefore, he said, you win. They have won. That's my highest opinion. Your children are not going to win. Though they are 100, the Pandavas are 5. Your children are going to lose the battle. Because there Krishna is, and there is a person who follows the advice of Krishna, Arjuna with his bows and arrows, ready to act. So your children are not going to win. So where there is Bhagavad Gita, there is victory. Where you listen to this one, from inner part of your mind, the solutions to your problem will come. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, where there is Yogeshwara Krishna, the yoga started with this God. We remember in the 4th chapter he said, Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavanaham. Krishna, though he advised Arjuna in the war field, this way to live was told to sun god in the beginning of the creation. And then it came to Imam Vivaswan Manu first came to first human being, and then many people it came, then got diluted here, told in the first three shlokas of fourth chapter. And Krishna had told it in the beginning also, he is repeating. Then he said, as it has become diluted, I am telling you once again to Arjuna in the fourth chapter itself. So again it has been given to us. Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti. There is victory. Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. This is my highest understanding and highest belief that victory is there where there is Krishna, where there is Arjuna who listens to what Krishna said, not otherwise. So answer given to Dhritarashtra, his children are not going to win, Dharma is going to win because there is Krishna, because there is a follower who listens to Krishna's words and acts. I think we can recite. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna,
यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha,
यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti,
तत्र श्रीविजयोर्भूतिः
Dhruva Nitirmatir Mama,
ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna,
यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णः
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha,
यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः
Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhuti,
तत्र श्रीविजयो भूतिः
Dhruva Nitirmatir Mama.
ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम
Om Tatsaditi
ॐ तत्सदिति
Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu
श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु
Upanishatsu
उपनिषत्सु
Brahma Vidyayam
ब्रह्मविद्यायां
Yoga Shastre
योगशास्त्रे
Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे
Moksha Sannyasa Yogo Nama
मोक्षसन्न्यासयोगो नाम
Ashtadashodhyayah.
अष्टादशोऽध्यायः
Harihi Om Tatsat.
हरिः ओम् तत्सत्
Harihi Om Tatsat.
हरिः ओम् तत्सत्
Harihi Om Tatsat.
हरिः ओम् तत्सत्
Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु
So that with we have come to the end of the advice of Krishna to Arjuna. Tomorrow we will go through once again the Gita Mahatmya because that is to be read after.